are live. Hopefully you all can see better. I hate it that it's so dark. Anyways, hi friends, and welcome back to Decorate Your Life. In today's video, I decided to go live simply because I didn't feel like editing anything. Let me see if I can make this brighter. Okay, so as the title says, today I am doing a Shabby Chic journal flip through, and it's also a giveaway for my channel. So, I love journals. I love watching videos about journals and so forth and so on, and I thought that I would try my luck at making journals. And so, through trial and error, I have failed very many times. And I believe that this is the one that I've come closest to in making an authentic, honest to goodness journal. Now, I did cheat a little bit, okay? I did use the Tim Holtz, oh gosh, I throw away the packaging, is a canvas journal. And all it is this muslin sheets that have been sewn together and cut for you, you know, and you make a journal out of it. So what I decided to do was use my So Much Fun paper collection in the creation of this journal. And I've also used some appliques and trims for my stash and for my store. It is a chunky monkey, as you can see. And because I did embellish it with tags and whatnot a little bit, and I did add some flat back pearls from my shop here and there to accentuate the shabby chicness of this journal. Now, this journal was labor intensive for me because I haven't been feeling very well in between running my business and being sick and my illness progressing. It has not been easy, y'all, at all. Jenny knows all about it. It just hasn't been easy at all. But I went ahead and kept pushing forward. And I'm glad that I did because I like the way that it turned out. I think it turned out real cute, real pretty. And I hope whoever decides to enter this giveaway enjoys it as much as I've enjoyed making it for y'all. So, in the front, I was experimenting in the front, you know, because I don't know anything about journals. Okay, so what I decided to do in the front was to create a, with the paper collection, a front cover, right? And what I did with the front cover, in order for it to be as smooth as possible, what I did with it was I added some foam to the back of it, okay? So that way I could, it would pop up over the layers. But I wasn't crazy about the way that it turned out. So what I decided to do was I decided to add some of the appliques from my shop in order to kind of like assimilate a shabby chic feel to it and kind of like hide what I perceive as mistakes that I have made in the covers. So that's what I did here and here, because I just wasn't crazy about it. I was like, oh my gosh, what did you do? You know? And so what I also did over here was added a little bit of trim from my shop as well. It's not this one, it's another one. It's this trim that I have in my store. And so I went ahead and added it to the spine of the journal. And as you can see, it just shows the canvas as it is. And what I do like about this Tim Holtz canvas journal is that it has the frails already. Of course, they're already frailing for you. So I think that added to the shabby chicness of it. So moving on, I went ahead and I added one of my handmade bows. And I added this flower rose from I Am Roses. And over here we have, I don't think I have added these to my shop just yet. What did I do with them? I don't know. But anyway, I got that. And I did do some die cutting. I did tons of die cutting, words and, you know, things like that to embellish my journal with. And so I did use some of those die cut pieces throughout the journal, and some of the pieces that I didn't use, I went ahead and tucked them in there. Now, I am going to tell you, I did use some of the dies for my stash to make pockets and whatnot. And one of my pocket makers, and no, it's not that one. It's from Craft Stash, actually. This one. And I don't know if it was my machine or what, but it did cut. It did cut some of the pockets a little bit deeper than what I wish it would have. So there may be a little tear, but it's not obvious. You'll see what I'm talking about. So anyways, she's a chunky monkey, and since everybody gives their journal a name, I am naming her So Much Fun, because obviously it was made with my So Much Fun paper collection. And so yeah, and so this is what the first page looks like. Isn't she pretty? Excuse me. So like I said, I did die cut by hand, and this is just to show you how easy my die cut pieces are. All of this is by hand, y'all. You know, and I'm like, oh, I'm the worst fussy cutter ever on this planet. In the history of fussy cutting, I am the one and only single worst person to fussy cut on this earth, okay? And this is what they turned out. Okay, so what I was talking about earlier about the die cutting machine cutting a little bit deeper than what I would have liked. See, this is what I'm talking about, okay? But it's not obvious, so that's just something that I wanted to point out. Not all of the pockets are like that. Some of them are, some of them aren't, okay? And so here is another pocket. Almost, not all of these pages are pocket pages. And here's a tag that I made. And it's so super cute. I love it, I love it, I love it. And again, this is me fussy cutting, okay? So I'm sticking this right here. And see how it came out? I hated that it did that, but I don't know. I guess it's, you know, the pounds per square inch or whatnot. I don't know. The English didn't translate to American, okay? I also die cut a few tab pieces so that it's easier for the winner to do the flip through. And as you can see, it's all canvas, you know, and bravo for Tim Holtz for coming up with this for us journal challenge people, okay? And as you can see, I use just regular pink, kind of like a peachy, pastel peachy pink. I love that color. Cardstock to mat my designer paper onto, and here's what that one looks like. And so moving along, we have this other page over here, and here is another example of that die cut that it just went a little bit deep. But anyhow, over here you're going to get a few of the pieces, you know, like crafting is my 7-step program. You want to buy something, I'm not going to tell. Tell me, spill the beans, you know. Happy Mail, Crafty Shenanigans, and there's a couple more in there. And so there, and here is a page, and I just love these frillies, you know, when you can cut them off or you can leave them, but anyway, that's how it is. And here is another page, and I went ahead and I made another pocket for this one. Now, I did cheat over here. I don't know if you are going to recognize this, but this little piece right here, this pocket, is not part of this collection. I have also been working with my She Said Yes paper collection, and so I had this little bit of a thing, right, scrap, and I didn't want to waste it, and so what I did was I decided to use it to make a pocket here. And so that is exactly what I did. And here is a little flag tag. I love it. I love the way it came out. And these tags are dimensional. You can go ahead and write something here. You know, I don't think a picture will fit in there, but you know what I mean. Y'all are crafters. And so, yeah, I put that there. And here's another page. And here's a blank page for like a picture. You can write down whatever is in your heart, you know, just put it down there, you know, make like a memory book for your loved ones, you know, once you leave this earth. Your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, nephews would love to read your thoughts, you know, what you were thinking at that time and everything, you know. Even if you're not a journaler, you know, I highly encourage you to do something like this so you can leave something behind for the generations to come. And so we flipped the page. I just love the way these came out. And so over here, I went ahead and I included some more fussy cuts that I made. See how easy these were to fussy cut? You know, even I can fussy cut a square. And so this one was not so easy, but I was like, okay. And here is another one. And so, yeah, I went ahead and added these so that you can use them. Those right there. And this one, this is supposed to be kind of like a lace bobbin thingamajiggy that I made. And so, excuse me. Oh, gosh. I have a bit of bronchitis, okay? I'm wanting to turn into pneumonia, but I ain't letting it. Okay, and so this one has the, over here is supposed to say Shabby Chic, but anyways, I just love the way this turned out. It is so super cute. I'm sorry about that. That's just like leftovers from the die cutting. Okay, so here is another pocket. You can insert that in, a tab, and here's another sheet. I think this is the perfect page for a picture. Let's say we have a picture, stick it right there, you know, and perhaps some thoughts right underneath it. Okay. And here is another spot that I think it's also perfect for a picture, you know, something like here, and write something on it as well. And so, and I do have some designs that I made that are not available to the public yet, and I'm not sure yet whether or not I'm going to release them or just keep them for me and the team. I don't know yet, or perhaps I'll just put them up for grabs in the Facebook group. I don't know yet, but after the video, I'll decide what I'm gonna do with these images, and I will let you know in the description area down below, but I don't think I'm gonna sell them. Anyhow, here is another one. Oh, this one is also from, excuse me, I gotta blow my nose. Oh, goodness. Okay. This one is also from the She Said Yes collection. And as you can see how well it all goes together. And here are some more crafty words. Put it in the cart. Instructions, Shabbylicious, and Happy Mail. And I just went ahead and stuck them in there. You can use them with your swaps or whatever. Okay, so turning the page, and we have yet another tag. This is a banner that I made. It just simply has the words Happy Mail. You can easily use this. I don't know what, gosh, call me Spider-Man. These are those things from the leftovers from the glue gun. And so anyhow, yeah, you can easily put this in one of those swap bags, you know. if you're heavily into swapping and whatnot. I wish I could swap, but I really honestly don't have the time. And so this is what that page looks like, and this is going to go right there. And last but not least, we have the last page and the cover. And over here we have this, and this is so cute. I love it. Here we go again with little thingamajigs. Here we go. Sorry about that. Just gotta trim that off. I don't like sloppiness. I'm very picky about that. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the back, and this is what it looks like on the front. It says baked to perfection. This is from one of my Temu dies. I just love die cutting, but it seems that has been something that I haven't been able to do in a while. And so here is another pocket, and so this one just says because it's pink. Again, I think that you could use this on a swap bag, you know, the little, what do you call it, those tab things, those handles that you put on the, gosh, I don't have one in front of me right now, and I'm not, okay, so anyhow, this is that, and you know, that's the back cover, and it closes. It is a chunky monkey, but that's because of the tags and everything. If you decide to remove the tags for like other uses, you can certainly do so, and of course it'll go down in depth. And so this is what it looks like, and I hope that y'all like it. And so I decided to include this pen to go with it. I think it goes really cute. It's not pink, but it's like this robin's egg blue pen with the Hello Kitty charm that I put on there. I just love making beaded pens, and so I'm gonna go ahead and give you this along with hang on a second, because whenever I sell my pens, I always provide a refill. So you're gonna get that pen along with a refill. And let me go ahead and put it in a bag for you, might as well. And so yeah, for this giveaway is going to last about a week, okay, unless I wind up in the hospital or something. Which I hope not. Alrighty, so this is going to be about a week. You have to be a visible subscriber, and I am so sorry, but this is for USA only. It's just because of the shipping is tremendously high outside of the United States and the 50 states, okay, so, and Puerto Rico. So yes, I do mail to Puerto Rico and Hawaii is what I wanted to say. And so yeah, you're also gonna get the paper collection. So much fun. If you need to see a flip through of So Much Fun paper pack, I will go ahead and leave you links to our design team members who have done excellent jobs with their PR boxes for this month. And so yeah, you have to be a visible subscriber. You have no idea that, I mean, if you don't know how to become a visible subscriber, just run a search on YouTube and it'll show there's like a gazillion videos that tell you how to make sure that people can see that you are subscribed to their channel. Okay, so because if I can't see that you are a visible subscriber, then you are disqualified. And in the comments section below, let me know that you are interested in this giveaway. Just say enter me, you know. Let me know what you think about my junk journal, my Shabby Chic junk journal that I made. You know, it was an attempt, and I'm 85% happy with it. Let's just say that, okay? 85%. So, which is, I think, the best journal that I've ever created, ever. In the time of journal making, this is the best one that I've ever come up with, and it's only like 85% satisfactory in my eyes. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you with everything that you need to know in the description down below once this video is fully uploaded on this channel. And I will do my best to pick a winner this weekend. And of course, the winner has to contact me, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I hope that y'all have a tremendously great week. Those who celebrated Easter, happy belated Easter. God be with you. And I will see you once again real soon. Okay, bye now.